There's a whole lot of podcasting going on, but ain't none like this one, though. Hey! Get out your feelings. Hey! Come on. Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Scott Simpkins. Welcome to another episode of Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast. And I need you guys to like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, please. It is free, so you have nothing to do but just take these two fingers or either one and just hit subscribe, and we are good, man. And welcome to the family. Welcome to Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast. Your boy Scott Simpkins, and the Bulls are back. Let's go. Listen, man, I thank y'all for joining the family. I thank you guys for listening. I thank you guys for clicking the video. Man, we have a lot to discuss today, tonight. It is a crazy day in the NBA. Some of you guys know about it. Some of you guys don't know about it. But please hit that subscribe button so you'll know whenever I drop a video, because we about to get down tonight, man. Listen, if you don't know, the NBA has been under investigation because some of his colleagues in the NBA have been involved with gambling. If you ever had any mind, any notion, any inkling of a thought that some of these games might be fixed, well, come to find out that your thoughts were not in vain. Because come to find out that NBA head coach and former Detroit Piston, former NBA champion, former All-Star, former All-Defense, Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey Billups, was arrested after last night's game for being involved in gambling illegally with poker that is somehow, some way connected to the mob. I kid you not. Connected to the mob. Not only that, Terry Rozier, who used to play with the Miami Heat, and he's not currently playing on the Charlotte Hornets, or he's playing with R. Kelly's team in jail now. He was arrested last night after their game for fixing games. And it was alleged in one game that he took himself out with 9 minutes left and said he had a foot injury. And you can see in that game how horrible he played because he had money, $50,000 or something like that, or $500,000. And these are millionaires. These are millionaires. Also, you have Mr. Damon Jones, a former NBA player. He used to play with LeBron and the Cavaliers, and a former assistant coach. And he was arrested today because of his involvement with giving away information about players, and not only players, but the alleged fake GOAT of the NBA now, LeBron James, giving away his injury information to bettors so they can win money. Now, there's a lot to be said about this, but it doesn't stop there. Back in the day, there was a man named Tim Donaghy, and the 30 for 30 that was done with him, and the interview on Netflix that was done with him about being a NBA referee and the gambling that he got caught up in with fixing games during the NBA playoffs, the NBA finals. And he got put in jail, lost his job, of course, and caused a whole bunch of strife on his family, on himself, death threats, all you name it, because he decided to fix games in the NBA. And not only did he do that, he called out other officials and other NBA players that allegedly had a part in it. And today we have learned that a 30 plus year NBA referee has been arrested. And his name is Mr. Scott Foster. Scott Foster, NBA referee. Now, there were 34 arrests, but I don't know all the other names. 34. So when we have to say that sports is no longer for the love of the game, it's but for the love of money. Now, let me have a little scripture to add to this here. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Not for not money is the root of all evil. No, for the love of money, meaning you'll do anything. You'll do anything for that bread. Now, mind you, like I said before, these men are millionaires. So you mean having millions and millions of dollars is not good enough? It's not good enough? That is crazy to me. Now, just imagine how many games were fixed. Now, according to reports that the referee, Scott Foster, was doing this on games for the past 30 years. So Lord knows what games were fixed. Games that we were watching as fans, we wanted our team to win and they got cheated out of a game, or fouls that were called, or being hacked and other teams going to the free throw line when they didn't get fouled and other things. And oh man, that kind of let me know about, make me think about LeBron when he flops all the time and they give him the call. Was that part of it too? We don't know. Hey, everything is up in the air now. The NBA is under heavy investigation and they look pitiful. They look pitiful. Now, back in the day, they tried to make something out of Michael Jordan gambling, but he gambled on anything but basketball. He never did it. And people was trying to say, well, that's why he quit. No, he quit because he retired, rather because of his father being deceased. And you have idiotic people saying that his father was sacrificing all like that. Man, any celebrity that dies, anybody that's close to a celebrity that dies is not being sacrificed. People, just please stop that stupidity. But they tried to get him with something back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't about gambling on basketball, because if he ever did, he bet on himself that he's going to win. And winning is what he did. But sports has always been. So what I want to ask, and you guys can put down in the comments, what about Prize Picks? What about all these apps that you can bet, Hard Rock, all this stuff? Because I even thought about doing it myself. I even thought about it. And I'm like, nah, because even some of the guys at work was like, man, I won $2,000 and it went straight to my account. I'm like, that real money went to your account? Like, yeah, look. And I'm like, dang, well, I mean, hey, brother can use it as $2,000 right now. You feel me? Somebody cash out me, $5. I'd be happy with that. I put my cash up later so y'all can do that. But just to know that these things are going on, and I think Ethan Jones put on his Instagram that ESPN used to have a tracker of, Prize Picks and different bets and stuff like that on there. And I remember that, when games are on, football games are on, you'll see the tracker and everything like that. So it's like, man, what's going on? And now you don't see it anymore since this has come out. So how deep does this goes? What else will we find out? That's crazy. Chauncey Billups, you might as well go ahead and say that he lost his job, because he's no longer on the sideline now until this is over. But I don't think he'll be coming back. Terry Rozier, I don't know if he'll be coming back to the league, because they banned Pete Rose back in the day for baseball. They banned, some players from the NFL for gambling and stuff like that. I think one of them I think he's playing ball now, but for gambling and everything, man, it's like, dude, you getting contracts of guaranteed money. Some of them, majority of them getting guaranteed money. And, you're working for contracts and all like that. And I understand the politics behind that. But man, throwing your life away, throwing your career away, messing up things for your family. Some of them, what I'm saying, always got this story of coming out the hood and wanting to do better for mom. This ain't the way to do it, especially for fans like us that love watching the game and love watching how the game is played and this, then the other. Now it's tainted. Everything is tainted now. So I don't understand. Boxing, I'm I was real cool and friends with Riddick Bowe, what I'm saying, the former heavyweight champion of the world. He was right here in my living room getting his haircut. I used to cut his hair. And just hearing some of the stories that he told while he was here with me and everything like that. And just wow, like, man, wow, And some guys just go in the ring and knowing they're going to lose, and they just take a dirt dive because they're going to get paid millions and everything like that for losing. And some get paid more for losing under the table, you know what I'm saying, to just have their record messed up. I'm like, that is crazy. It's all part of sports, man. It's a dark, dark world, a world in this sporting arena that even our minds can't even grasp. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now in the NBA, man. A huge investigation going on. So keep your ears, keep your eyes open, because there's going to be a lot of players and a lot of coaches and stuff like that that might come out being arrested. And it's going to surprise a lot of us to hear these names. So you already got Chris Paul name floating around. You got LeBron name floating around. You got, you know what I'm saying, others floating around. And it's kind of like, wow. I really hope that some of these guys that are really trying don't get caught up in this junk, man. And Shaq, Kenny, and Charles and Ernie talked about it on their show today, and it's like they were just disappointed to even hear anything like that. And Charles was really upset because now the very game that they loved and worked hard for, had to really grind for, had to really, really grind to be great, is now being tainted and stuff like that. And they knew better. You know what I'm saying? If it's an addiction, you can get help with that, because you just literally threw away millions for 500,000. And to be tied in with the mob, cheating on poker, which didn't have anything to do with the NBA, but that's something different that Chauncey Billups had going on. But the mob, man, you don't play with them people like that, man. That's crazy. So now, looking at these games are different. It's different now. You don't know what's real, what's fake. So just pay attention. When you think something's going on, 9 times out of 10 now, we know for sure that something is going on. So now we can go back and look at some of the games that LeBron done won, and some of them games that Tom Brady and all that for sure. It's weird. That's weird. So the NBA is in hot water. Adam Silver, what are you going to do, brother? Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and comment. This is Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast. And I hope that you guys don't get caught up in gambling. All right? Peace. There's a whole lot of podcasting going on, but ain't none like this one, though. Hey! Get out your feelings. Hey! Come on. Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Like my page, like my style, like my